mirror leads you into a past, into a different gigantic room, compartment walls melting away. Netflix has just released Ray, an anthology of 4 short movies, basically inspired by the short writings of Satyajit Ray. Not too many people have watched it, but Jaggu and I have watched it. And maybe after watching this particular episode, you can decide for yourself. देखना चाहिए कि नहीं देखना चाहिए. Don't expect a very professional review because we are not professional reviewers. However, we're just regular people like you, and we think we have a lot in common, so we decided to do this. All right. So, Jaggu, you have seen the last 2. I have seen the first all 4.
You've seen all 4. You focused on the first 2. And then, of course, there were 2 more. This is, of course, now these are adaptations, okay? This is not word for word from a Satyajit Ray short story. But they're approximately 1 hour each. And Tarana, tell us about the first 2.
All right. So the first one is like the trailer that we've seen, right? So Ali Fazal is in it. He plays Ipsit Nair, who is this genius, and he's got a memory of a computer, and how suddenly, a chance encounter with somebody who reminds him of an incident in his life makes him like go into some spiral because he's like, I don't remember that like meeting at all. And then throughout the film, you're like, okay, what is happening to his mind? Is he getting dementia? Why is he forgetting? And he should never forget things. And then there is a reveal in the film. So I was intrigued by the whole premise, like, it looks interesting, like a genius is losing his mind. And I was quite swept away. And since I have to tell you, I have never really seen Satyajit Ray's works before, so didn't know what to expect. And I realized at the end of this film that, okay, you're supposed to expect the unexpected and twists and turns. Nicely done. Not like fully gripping. Like, you're not like, oh my God. Because I don't know, maybe the screenplay is a little bit loose, or it could have been tighter. Maybe it didn't need to be that long. But by and large, performance is very good. Shweta Prasad Basu is in it. There is obviously Ali Fazal, lots of other like interesting, characters also. All of them are very good. It's shot nicely, mostly in one hotel in Bombay. So it's not really set in Bengal, but it's an adaptation. So they've moved it to like Lower Parel in Bombay. And the movie sort of worked for me, but it was dark and twisted. Worked enough for me to say, like, chal, I'll watch the next film also, which is directed by the same director as the one, as Forget Me Not. Second one is a movie called Behrupia, which is essentially about a makeup artist, a prosthetic makeup artist who does amazing makeup and does great prosthetics, and has a little bit of a loser life. And then how he decides to use his art to get back at people who he feels have wronged them. So this is a movie that is being compared to.
Now this is fully dark.
This is very dark. So it's being compared to like Joker, okay, like Joaquin Phoenix Joker, which was cult. That was dark. Okay. He was also doing characters, and he was also twisted. And people are comparing. KK Menon is a fantastic actor. For me, however, I don't know. It was too dark, and it was too. I didn't care. I think the character of Indro, I don't like him. And then I don't care. So I'm not invested. So then whatever is happening in his life, and even though like it's being shot nicely and showed nicely, it didn't work. It didn't work for me.
You didn't like him, or you didn't connect with the character?
I did not connect with the character. And
okay. That's a different thing. Because to not like means is to say he's acted so well that I dislike him even though I know he's acting.
No. And a big chunk of the movie, he doesn't look like himself, right? He's got the prosthetics on. So I think because there's prosthetic makeup on, you can't feel emotion or connect with the characters.
Okay.
And the prosthetic makeup is quite like dark and disturbing and a little bit ew. So then I was like, I don't want to see. Sorry, but you might feel the same, okay? Because it was very, very dark. Now, the only reason like that would have made me feel like, acha, mere ko nahi dekhna. I don't think like Ray, the series is for me. I mean, for somebody else, it may be. And the only reason I have like powered through and watched the other 2 is because they were different movies. And because I thought we might as well like watch it and then tell you what to do with it. Okay. So the first one on a scale of 1 to 5, Forget Me Not, Ali Fazal movie, 3. 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Which is watchable, interesting, but not like awesome. It's okay. The second one, which all the reviewers are raving
Huh.
about. Like I saw one review where somebody's given it like 50 out of 5. So I don't know. Maybe these people are like
Whoa, this is
like
KK Menon ka Behrupiya.
intellectual types. I don't know. But like for me, I did love Joker, even though it had a dark, disturbing character. But this one, which is
Yeah.
being compared to the Joker, didn't really work. I would give it, I don't know, maybe 2.5.
2.5. Okay.
Two
Fair
and a
enough.
half.
Fair enough.
Yeah, two
So-
and a half on 5.
Look, when we're watching, I'm guessing also true for the both of yours and certainly true for mine. Don't expect light-hearted comedy. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
no.
meant to be slightly edgy, and I believe that at least in the two that I saw, so there was Hangama Hai Kyun Bharpa, which I'm wondering ye kya title hai. When you see it, you understand it's a line from a Ghulam Ali ka ghazal, and that is the character that Manoj Bajpayee is playing. I mean, there is a career progression. He didn't start like that, but then he ends up as that, and he's now a famous. Musafir Ali is
Musafir Ali, yes.
is his name. You know, it's actually quite wonderful. But here's the thing, right? They're both fabulous actors. Now, this is a set in a train that is going from Bhopal to Delhi. Manoj Bajpayee is a kleptomaniac. I'm not giving anything away. This is literally in the description of that particular film. And he meets someone that he has earlier stolen something from, and then the consequences thereof. Okay, so that is the general plot line. Because they're acting so well, I'm never bored listening into a conversation. Even though there are points in the conversation where it looks like abhi kuch dhamakedar hone wala hai. But that doesn't happen. It just goes into better dialogue. Eventually stuff does happen, but that doesn't bore me. It actually intrigues me. It wasn't like, are dhamakedar kuch hua nahi, and therefore that is a downer for me. It wasn't, because the dialogue bazi is so good and the acting is so good that it actually works. And here's the thing, both with Hangama Kyun Hai Barpa as well as with Spotlight, the one with Harshvardhan Kapoor, both these stories, and I'm assuming also the two that you saw, are that very fine line between realism and outright fiction, like, you know, suspension of disbelief kind of thing. It's that fine line. It's like, could this have happened? Yeah, maybe it could have. It's a play on coincidences, and it's actually quite wonderful that that line can be balanced so well. So I actually enjoyed both. I certainly enjoyed Hangama Kyun Hai Barpa more than the other one. But there's a wealth of talent. There is a beauty of acting, even like characters with, including one which has 2 words and a laugh. Even he registered. Mana, it was so good.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it.
So Manoj Bajpayee and Gajraj Rao are the two protagonists of the third movie, and it's set in a train, but the way they filmed it is beautiful because you don't stay confined in the train compartment.
No.
They like suddenly like a mirror leads you into a past, into a different gigantic room. There's also like compartment walls melting away, and then your like your timestamps are alag. It was very interestingly done by Abhishek Chaubey, who's the director. He's the guy who's like done Ishqiya and Ded Ishqiya and all. Isse pehle, haan.
Can I just say, I was watching it with someone who pointed out to me that Bhopal, and this train again, Bhopal to Delhi, Bhopal has a very famous train restaurant. It's like a restaurant set in a train. So if you've like been brought up there or visited Bhopal, you would have. So somehow, even though it might have been unintended, that kind of registers. It's kind of cool.
It is cool. It is.
There is that, and then there is Spotlight. Spotlight
is the fourth movie. Okay, so no.
He's the fourth one. Yeah. Vasan Bala directed. He's playing an actor that is sort of successful but might be seeing a bit of a downturn. So they're playing on those. None of these have a play on positive emotions. They're mostly negative emotions, negative traits, and how people have those play out in their lives. I believe all 4 are somewhat like that.
So I have to ask you, in the fourth movie, Spotlight, Harshan character, superstar Vic, he is a superstar because he in every movie he just does one look, and that look pe like the entire world is like fida, like oh my god, he did that look. I guess maybe like Shah Rukh Khan's dad, like that everybody loves, but I mean nobody loves Shah Rukh Khan just because he does this. But Vic, apparently everybody loves him because of his look. Could you make out what the look was, or was that deliberate that you really can't make out what the look is? Because he seems to have it, loses it, doesn't have it, but I don't know whether it's a deliberate play by the director where they're like, okay, now this is the look, and everyone's like, wow, what an amazing look. And you're like, as a viewer saying, what look? What did it do? Did you feel that?
Yeah. No, so that happens. I did feel that. So it's a little confusing because part of the story is him having the look, losing the look, having the look, losing the look. Okay. Then it's also, the fact is that we are not aware of this look. We are being told about this look for the first time. It's not like a Shah Rukh Khan spreading his arms where like it's in our subconscious.
Yeah.
So here you have to imagine that it's like script mein likha hai that there is a look. Now pull off the damn look.
Yes.
But we have no subconscious to it. We're seeing it for the first time, which is why we believe that is that a look, is that not a look? But you have to believe that there is a look and that he has lost the look and it comes back and it goes and it comes, all of that. You have to believe in it. Suspension of disbelief hai.
Or you're supposed to like laugh,
and then of course there's also,
you're supposed to laugh inwardly and say there is actually no look and they've just said it's a look. I felt that.
Could be. That like interpretation is up to you. It's
like the director is having like fun with the viewer and saying, can you spot the look is not really there?
Fair enough. Yeah. So again, it's set in a hotel. He's what is happening to him internally is also sort of coming out externally, where he's not the top shot in the hotel because this lady with divine powers has come and she sort of overshadows his entire persona, and he doesn't get stuff. He gets blocked out of stuff. He has to leave his room. So it's all that stress that he is dealing with internally, and then it's sort of coming out externally, and all of that is there. And each one of these stories have a bit of a twist, right, at the end. So those twists play out very well. So I'm going to rate the two. I quite liked Hangama Hai Kyun Bharpa. I'm going to say even 4 on 5.
So I will agree with you because it was very good. Okay, so 4 on 5 I agree. And what about Spotlight?
3 on 5.
3? I would also think 3. And I have so there you have it. Should you watch Ray or not? Might as well. Like, try it. It is done very nicely. All the directors, like, you're very impressed with their filmmaking abilities. Like, they don't seem like Bollywood types. Okay, these films are not looking like typical Bollywood masala movies. They're looking like they're international, which is why I guess they're on Netflix, which is an international platform. But they are quirky, and don't make the mistake that I did, which is I watched literally all 4 of them in a row in one day. And it was too much. And they're not light films, so they're heavy. So basically, because the second one was too dark for me, the third one, which is your favorite, and we're both giving it 4, I was distracted. Like I was like, okay, I was like, okay, bus, too heavy. And then the language is all Urdu and chaste and all of that. But it's actually
because I saw it first, I was focusing. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So I think it works because you watched it first. So watch them all, watch them separately, and please tell us what you thought.
So I want to say one thing. I'm only giving away a little bit. So Manoj Bajpayee and Gajraj Rao, of course, fabulous actors. The other one, Spotlight, Didi, played by Radhika Madan, she has one scene towards the end where it's a long scene and just her, it's one shot. It is one shot and it is fabulous what she has done. Fantastic.
She's killed it. She's really good. So acting, you really can't complain. You can't say, they're very poor acting and all. No, you can't. Even like the directors have done interesting stuff. But for me, the anthology, I have dropped a phone. So for me, the anthology as Satyajit Ray thing, I was intrigued because I don't really know about Satyajit Ray. Would I watch another season? Because this was season 1 with 4 movies. I think I would, but again, it's not easy, breezy, light stuff. It is heavy and it is little bit of a downer. So pick the right time of the day to watch it.
Bilkul right. Well said.
Remember to like,
that's
comment,
our review, but
like, comment, subscribe. We do a variety of things on the Jaggu and Tarana show and channel. We do lots of different stories. We do reviews. We do interviews. We do special in-depth stuff. So please subscribe and never miss a single episode. They're basically all feel-good things for you to have a better sort of day. So remember, like, comment, tell us if you've seen Ray. What did you think? And also subscribe, bell icon, and share with like-minded people.
Okay. Time for us to leave. Don't forget to give the comments, especially if you are a big Satyajit Ray fan. There's something that we can learn from you then.
Okay. Thank you for watching.
Onwards and forwards. Take care.